Good evening, doctors. Welcome again. Today we are going to discuss about nephrology clinical MCQs. Lot of doctors ask me to put clinical MCQs. Okay, what is the prevalence of Alport syndrome? Prevalence of Alport syndrome in UK. In UK, that is 1 in 5,000. That is 1 in 5,000. Okay. 62-year-old man on chronic hemodialysis for the management of end-stage renal failure secondary to polycystic kidney is seen for review. His current medication includes alpha-calcidol, simvastatin, lanthanum carbonate, felodipine. X-ray of his hand shows change of osteitis fibrosa cystica. His blood test shows serum calcium 2.6, serum phosphate 1.7, alkaline phosphate 321, PTH 86 high. Normal is 1 to 9 millimoles per liter. What is the most appropriate treatment for his hypercalcemia? In this condition, we have to do refer for parathyroidectomy. Refer for parathyroidectomy. Okay. Now, patient is not on any calcium containing phosphate binders. Often calcium carbonate is used first line therapy for this indication. No calcium containing phosphate binders include sevelamer, lithium carbonate. Prevention secondary tertiary hyperparathyroidism achieved by adequate and chronic kidney disease third and fourth alpha calcidol therapy. Individual such therapy have been effective in trying to reverse his hyperparathyroidism and therefore total parathyroidectomy is indicated. Okay, let's discuss more. 63-year-old man sustained a myocardial infarct. Electrocardiography showed poor left ventricular function and he was started on prindopril, furosemide in addition to aspirin and simvastatin. His serum creatinine on admission coronary care unit was 134. He was seen in follow-up 2 weeks post-discharge as he had felt unwell. Routine blood test showed a serum creatinine 356 millimoles and serum potassium 5.9. What is the most appropriate investigation to determine the etiology deterioration in renal function? So in this condition, we have to do renal ultrasonography. Okay. What is the commonest form of glomerulonephritis in adults worldwide? They are asking. That is IgA nephropathy. IgA nephropathy. Okay. 38-year-old diabetic with type 1 diabetes diagnosed at the age of 12 present with right loin pain and investigation reveals urea 32 and serum creatinine 521, serum potassium 6.7. She had previously had left nephrectomy. Following trauma, she was catheterized and found to be anuric. A plain abdominal X-ray showed no urolithiasis. What is the cause of her renal failure? So this is due to papillary necrosis. Okay. You have been asked to see a 43-year-old man because of electrolyte disturbance. He had a past history of multiple sclerosis and suffered from ataxia, numbness of his left leg and trigeminal neuralgia. Investigation: serum sodium 121, potassium 3.7, urea 2.9, serum creatinine 99. What is the cause of electrolyte disbalance? It is mainly due to SIADH, syndrome of inappropriate secretion of antidiuretic hormone. Let's discuss in brief. Renal ultrasonography. Renal function is due to renal artery stenosis. Non-invasive investigation undertaken. Sonography. IgA nephropathy is the commonest form of glomerulonephritis and found approximately 30% of renal biopsies. Okay. Papillary necrosis, that is answer. And SIADH is most commonly caused by the drug which includes vincristine, vinblastine and cisplatin, chlorpropamide psychiatric drug, thiazide diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, etc. Okay, let's discuss more. Now 32-year-old woman who is being managed by a GP for joint pains and lethargy comes to the renal clinic. On examination, she is hypertensive at 165 by 90 and looks pale. Investigation: hemoglobin 10.2, white cells 12.3, platelets 151, serum sodium 139, potassium 4.9, creatinine 154, urine blood positive, protein positive, renal biopsy positive, staining for complement IgM and IgG. Which of the following is most likely diagnosis? So this is a case of systemic lupus erythematosus. Okay. 35-year-old man present with hypertension but is otherwise well. His father died of cerebral bleed at the age of 46, but his mother is alive, well on medication. Investigation: urea 12, serum creatinine 231, hemoglobin 14.4. What is the likely cause of renal impairment and hypertension? So this is a case due to adult polycystic kidney disease. Okay. 70-year-old man has multiple medical problems including epilepsy, atrial fibrillation and left ventricular failure. He is admitted after an acute diarrheal illness and has rapid rise in creatinine to 20 micromoles. The protein binding of which of the following drug is likely to be significantly altered? That is due to phenytoin. It's mainly due to phenytoin. Okay. Now, phenytoin. Acidic drug undergoes significantly reduced protein binding patients with renal failure. Example: acidic drugs include digoxin and phenytoin. Okay. You are asked to see 71-year-old man who has history of benign prostatic hypertrophy and was admitted 24 hours previously with a urinary tract infection. He also has a history of type 2 diabetes and takes range medication including gliclazide, pioglitazone, ramipril, amlodipine. He is initially treated with gentamicin and you are asked to review his renal status. His blood pressure examination is 105 by 63, his pulse 88, regular. Investigation: 11.7, WCC 14.3, platelet 232, sodium 138, potassium 5.4, creatinine 262, urinary sodium 7, glucose 10.4, thought gentamicin level 2.6 milligrams per liter. Which of the following is likely cause of her renal impairment? That is pre-renal failure. Okay. 75-year-old man has a productive cough with speaks of blood in sputum. Chest X-ray reveals mass lesion, lower zone, sodium 110, potassium 4, bicarb 24, urea 3, creatinine 80. Which of the following suggests diagnosis of SIADH of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone? That is when urine sodium is 110 millimoles per liter. Okay. 22-year-old man presents to the emergency department complaining of the left loin pain. He tells you his GP has recently started investigating him for hypertension and that his father has chronic renal failure. On examination, he has obvious bilateral renal masses, pain on the left hand side to palpation and raised BP 155 by 90. Investigation: hemoglobin 10.9, white cells 8, platelets 222, serum sodium 142, serum potassium 4.7, creatinine 139, urine hematuria 2 plus. Which of the following is most likely cause of renal pain? This is mainly due to hemorrhage into a renal cyst. Okay. Now, 52-year-old man is receiving cisplatin-based chemotherapy for colonic carcinoma with hepatic metastasis. He has begun to feel rather tired and has been suffering from increasing muscle cramps and palpitation. Blood reveals mild anemia with hemoglobin 9.9, but his urine routine normal. Which of the following deficiency most likely to responsible for his symptoms? It's magnesium. Hypomagnesemia due to cisplatin causes hypomagnesemia, magnesium deficiency. Okay. 33-year-old man who is under investigation by GP for a chronic cough comes to the clinic for review because he is developing pitting edema of both lower limbs. He also feels increasingly nauseous. On examination, BP 155 by 92, pulse 80, regular fine crackles. On auscultation of the chest, splenomegaly and bilateral pitting edema. Investigation: hemoglobin 12.5, white cells 9, platelets 181, sodium 140, potassium 4.6, creatinine 130, calcium 3.1, ultrasound 2 normal sized kidneys, chest x-ray, interstitial fibrosis 24-hour, urinary protein 2.5 grams. Which of the following is most likely cause of his proteinuria? It is mainly due to sarcoidosis. This is a cause of sarcoidosis. 72-year-old man admitted to hospital with acute urinary retention. He has a history of previous inferior myocardial infarction and hypertension but is otherwise well. On examination, he has blood pressure 155 by 92, pulse 90, regulars in some pain. He has large bladder on palpation, abdomen and a smoothly enlarged prostate. Investigation: hemoglobin 12.9, WCC 8.9, platelets 203, sodium 139, potassium 5.4, creatinine 192. He is catheterized. Which of the following most appropriate next step? So the next step here is initiation of alpha blocker. Now, which of the following statement is true with respect to renal cell carcinoma? It is often present with hematuria. This is often present with hematuria. Okay. A patient with hepatitis B develops nephrotic syndrome. He has a renal biopsy which reports thickening of glomerular capillary wall and subepithelial immune complex deposition. Which of the following condition fits best with this picture? So this is the case of membranous glomerulonephritis. You are reviewing a 71-year-old man with CKD stage 5 who has suffered an anterior myocardial infarction. You are reviewing his cardiovascular drug BP 155 by 92, total cholesterol 7.1. You decide to start additional medication for blood pressure and cholesterol lowering. Which of the following drug is used at potentially submaximal dose in CKD 5 but need not to be avoided completely? That is simvastatin 10 mg we can give. Okay. 62-year-old man with chronic renal failure comes to the clinic for review. He has type 1 diabetes and has been under the management of the renal physicians for the past 4 years. Current symptoms include nausea and lethargy. On examination, BP 155 by 82, pulse 78 regular, chest clear, abdomen soft, non-tender, hemoglobin 11, WCC 7, platelet 181, sodium 137, potassium 5.3, creatinine 220, calcium 2.25, phosphate 1.9. Which of the following most treatment to reduce phosphate? That is sevelamer A. Okay. Now discuss. When assessing patient with renal stones, which of the following abnormalities are regarding protective against renal stone formation? That is hypercitruria. Okay. 39-year-old woman who has been treated for heavy proteinuria secondary to idiopathic membranous glomerulonephritis, present with right flank pain and hematuria. The renal function was mildly impaired. While in hospital, she developed acute shortness of breath and hemoptysis. The most likely cause of respiratory complaint is, so here the most likely cause is pulmonary embolism. Okay. True-white kidney stones are invariably associated with urinary tract infection, specifically urease producing bacteria. Which of the following bacteria is often implicated? That is protease. Okay. A man has developed end-stage renal failure at the age of 30. He is also found to have sensorineural deafness. The ophthalmologist detected a regular conical protrusion on the anterior aspect of the lens on slit lamp examination. What is likely diagnosis? So this is a case of Alport syndrome. Okay. Let's discuss more. 47-year-old man with a long-standing history of severe back pain and stiffness presents with ankle swelling. Investigations are urea 8.8, serum creatinine 143, total protein 47, albumin 21, other liver function test normal. What is the cause of his hypoalbuminemia? So hypoalbuminemia, it's mainly due to amyloidosis. Okay, it's mainly due to amyloidosis. Okay, a man has developed end-stage renal failure at the age of 30. He is found to have sensorineural deafness. The ophthalmologist detects regular conical protrusion of the anterior aspect of the lens on slit lamp examination. Which type of collagen does the genetic mutation affect? That is type 4 collagen. Okay. 24-year-old man seen in renal clinic for resistant hypertension. He is currently managed with AC inhibitors, indapamide and felodipine. His BP is 159/92, bilateral ballotable masses on palpation of the abdomen. His creatinine elevated at 184. There is hematuria 2 plus on deep stick testing. Which of the following condition may also be seen in the presence of his renal diagnosis? So this is a case of mitral valve prolapse. Okay. 35-year-old woman with chronic renal failure related to diabetic nephropathy from long-standing type 1 diabetes comes to the clinic for review and possible intervention for her anemia. A most recent hemoglobin was 9.8 and creatinine 187. According to NICE guidelines on anemia management, which of the following is considered another cause of anemia if GFR is more than 60 ml per minute? Okay. So these are the explanation you can read. Okay. Now, 67-year-old man with non-amyloidosis secondary to ankylosing spondylitis. Urea 15.4, creatinine 212, serum albumin 18. What is the likely cause of his pain? This is mainly due to renal vein thrombosis. 78-year-old woman admitted after being found on floor by her home help. She has apparently been lying there for a number of hours after suffering a stroke. On admission, she is drowsy with obvious evidence of a left-sided hemiparesis. She has bilateral basal crackles on auscultation of the chest. Hemoglobin 12.3, WCC 12.5, platelet 233, sodium 142, potassium 5.9. Creatinine 237, urine blood 3 plus, chest x-ray evidence of fluid accumulation through this, not particularly marked. Best initial way to treat her renal impairment is by alkaline diuresis. Okay. 51-year-old publican with alcoholic liver disease comes to the clinic with deterioration suffering from increasing nausea over the past few days. He is currently managed with high-dose propranolol or portal hypertension and spironolactone for ascites. On examination, his BP is 100/60, pulse 85 and regular. He has extensive ascites and multiple signs consistent with chronic liver disease. Hemoglobin 10.1, WCC 7.2, platelets 104, sodium 141, potassium 5.3, creatinine 182. He is catheterized but only passes 80 ml of urine over a course of 4 hours. Sodium is less than 10. What is the likely cause? This is a case of hepatorenal syndrome. Okay. Now, Man has developed end-stage renal failure at the age of 30. He is also found to have sensorineural deafness. Ophthalmologists detect regular conical protrusion on the anterior aspect of the lens on the slit lamp examination, which is the commonest form of genetic inheritance for this condition. This is a case of X-linked. X-linked. Okay. 17-year-old girl who works in children's nursery comes to the emergency room with diarrhea and increasingly severe lethargy, nausea and dull abdominal pain. She became unwell a few days earlier and thinks it may be due to finishing of some beef burgers. Afterward, left by children, on examination, her BP is elevated 155/88, soft abdomen, generally tender, investigations, hemoglobin 9.7, WCC 12, platelets 87, serum sodium 141, serum potassium 5.7, creatinine 230, PT 18. Which of the following measures most likely reduced significantly? It is mainly due to ADAM TS13. Okay. 35-year-old man who undergoes regular hemodialysis comes to the clinic very worried as his right forearm dialysis site, partially constructed using Dacron's graft, is swollen, erythematous and painful. Examination BP 155/100. His pulse is 80, regular, but you cannot feel pulse through the dialysis site and disappears thrombosed. Which of the following most appropriate initial therapy? So in this condition, locally delivered TPA. Okay. 76-year-old man who known to have CKD third present to emergency department with severe nausea, vomiting, diarrhea after eating take-away meal. He not he has not been able to keep food down for the past few days, but he has mentioned intake medication include Ramipril, spironolactone, indapamide. Investigation reveals creatinine 390, urea 24 and potassium 7.6. ECG reveals QRS widening. Which of the following most appropriate next intervention? That is IV calcium gluconate. 52-year-old man who has a tunneled catheter for hemodialysis present to his routine clinic appointment complaining that he has been feeling increasingly unwell with fever, sweats over the past few days. Examination pyrexial 39, his chest clear, there is no murmurs on auscultation. Investigation hemoglobin 10.3, WCC 11.9, platelets 169, sodium 141, potassium 5.1, creatinine 730. CRP 102, urine analysis unremarkable. He may have a line infection. Which of the following organism most likely to be responsible? That is Strep epidermidis. Strep epidermidis. Okay. 62-year-old man comes to the clinic for review. He has a history of chronic renal failure related to diabetes mellitus. He takes a number of medication including mixed insulin, Ramipril, indapamide over the past few months. He has been complaining of non-specific bony ache and pain. Examination clinic, he looks a little pale. His BP mildly elevated 155/88. Platelets 190, sodium 140, potassium 4.3, creatinine 187, phosphate 1.7, calcium 2.1, glucose 9.8, PTH 2.2 times the upper limit of normal. What is the most appropriate intervention? Weekly 1 alpha calcidiol supplementation. Okay. Now 64-year-old woman moves GP and has some routine blood test done. They are all normal. Apart from calcium elevated 2.84, she is completely well and there are no suspicious signs or symptoms to suggest underlying malignancy. Her bone mineral density normal but at the lower end of the range and PTH is at upper limit of the normal range. Which of the following is appropriate course of action? So here we can do calcium and vitamin. Observe, only observation here, observation is necessary. Okay. 48-year-old man had some blood test as a part of medical for his life insurance. Corrected calcium 2.95. His doctor therefore added some more blood test PTH 1.2, ACE 30, urine calcium creatinine clearance ratio 0.01 less, indicating relative hypocalciuria. Which is the most likely diagnosis? So this is a case of familial hypocalciuric hypercalcemia. Okay. 71-year-old man found unconscious by his home help. He is known to suffer from COPD, for which he takes tiotropium inhaler and has been unwell for the past few days with a severe cough. Examination emergency room. He is unconscious. He is pyrexial 37.8, BP 100/60, pulse 95. There is a sign of right-sided pneumonia. Investigation hemoglobin 11.6, WCC 13, platelets 199, serum sodium 122, serum potassium 3.9, creatinine 99. Unfortunately suffers a grand mal seizure. Whilst you are reviewing his investigations, which of the following is the maximum rise in millimoles per liter of sodium that you wish to target in the first 24 hours? That is 10 millimoles per liter. That is 10 millimoles per liter. Okay. A father of an 18-year-old girl with sensorineural deafness, hematuria, comes to the clinic with his new partner. They are keen to start a new family and she wants to know about the risk that he has passed defective genes to their new children. He tells you that the males are more severely affected than females and some have even required renal replacement before the age of 30. What is the mode of inheritance? X-linked dominant. This is a case of Alport syndrome. Okay. 32-year-old man with type 1 diabetes and advanced diabetic nephropathy comes to the renal clinic for review. He is taking ramipril, amlodipine, indapamide, doxazosin for control of BP. Stable 115/72, pulse 72, regular, HbA1c 7.2, creatinine rises to 350 from 320. What is the next do next? Stop ACE inhibitors, reduce dose of ACE inhibitor, keep his BP medication the same. Yes, keep his BP medicine same. 63-year-old woman with history of chronic renal failure presents to the emergency room because one of her CAPD exchange bag has become cloudy. In addition, she has suffered from dull abdominal pain, nausea and night sweats over the past 2 days. On examination, her blood pressure is 145/88, her temperature 37.9, and her abdomen is diffusely tender but soft. Investigation hemoglobin 11.4, WCC 14, platelets 201, sodium 139, potassium 5.9, creatinine 409. 200 cells per mm. On analysis peritoneal fluid. Which of the following organism likely responsible? It is mainly due to staph epidermidis. Yeah. A 24-year-old woman presents to emergency department with dysuria and suprapubic pain over the past 48 hours. She has previous history of urinary tract infection, some 2 years earlier but nil else of note. She has a stable sexual partner. Her only medication is the oral contraceptive pills. On examination, her blood pressure 110 by 70, pulse 92 regular, temperature 38, suprapubic tenderness on abdominal palpation, blood reveals white counts just above the upper limit, normal with neutrophilia, a normal urea and electrolytes. Which of the following is most appropriate treatment? So, best appropriate treatment here is oral trimethoprim. Okay. 40-year-old woman with a history of Crohn's disease presents to the emergency department with left renal colic. This is her second episode over the course of her last 3 months. She has undergone extensive small bowel resection in 4 different operations over the past 4 years and has progressively lost weight. On examination, BP 155 by 72, pulse is 85 regular. He has severe left renal angle tenderness, BMI 18.5. Which of the following is the most likely constituent of renal stone? That is calcium oxalate. This is a case of calcium oxalate stones. Okay. Now, 40-year-old Caucasian man presents with severe acute right-sided loin pain. This is the first time he has ever had such severe pain. He has no past medical history, cardiovascular or renal disease, although the nurse at the GP has been monitoring his BP for the past few months. Brother died suddenly of a stroke. Examination, blood pressure 169 by 92, pulse 89, regular, JVP is not raised, heart sounds normal, chest clear, his liver not palpable but he has right-sided mass. The mass is bimanually palpable and you can get above it. Investigation, sodium 138, potassium 4.1, urea 13, creatinine 223, hemoglobin 15.2, WCC 4.9, MCV 82, platelets 248, ESR 12, diabetic blood 3 plus, protein 1 plus, most likely diagnosis. So, this is a case of think polycystic kidney disease. This is a case of polycystic kidney disease. Okay, I am going to take this. Now, what is contained within the fluid found in standard CAPD bag? That is dextrose. 58-year-old man who has been using peritoneal dialysis for diabetes related renal failure comes to the emergency department with abdominal pain, distension and cloudy bag. Examination, his temperature 38, BP 110 by 60. He looks unwell, abdomen distended but soft and generally tender. Bowel signs are quiet but present. You suspect a CAPD related peritonitis. Which of the following is the most appropriate empirical antibiotic therapy? In this condition, we give vancomycin intraperitoneally and oral ciprofloxacin. Okay. 72-year-old woman presents for follow-up after 4 episodes of uncomplicated urinary tract infection and 1 of fever, right loin and suprapubic pain during the past 18 months. The later 3 of these have been identified as protease infection. Left-sided staghorn calculus identified on plain abdominal X-ray. Her creatinine mildly elevated at 142. What is the calculus most likely to be composed of? Staghorn calculus composed of ammonium magnesium phosphate. Okay. 62-year-old woman, history of nephrotic syndrome. and multiple other medical problems. Comes to the clinic review. Recent albumin 21, her creatinine 123. Medication list use most likely to be associated with the toxicity, that is phenytoin. Okay. 27-year-old woman comes to the emergency room with severe nausea and lethargy. She spent the weekend outward bound course for her friend's pre-wedding party, and as a part of they had cooked food they found in the wild. This include a range of field mushroom which they picked. She says on the Sunday afternoon she suffered from very severe vomiting but had recovered. It is now 4 days later. Her blood pressure 170 by 92, pulse 87, hemoglobin 11.4, WCC 8.3, platelets 203, sodium 138, potassium 6.1, creatinine 715. Which of the following is a most likely type of mushroom ingested, that is Amanita phylloides? Okay. 72-year-old man comes to the emergency department with acute abdominal pain, diarrhea, vomiting. He feels this is due to undercooked roasted chicken. He has past history of lower back pain, which GP has put down to osteoporotic collapse and prescribed non-steroidals for pain relief. BP 110 by 70, pulse 90, postural drop 20, investigation hemoglobin 9, WCC 8.3, platelets 210, serum sodium 138, potassium 5.9, creatinine 190, albumin 24, urine protein 2 plus. Which of the following provides the most significant contribution to his renal failure? So this is a case of, think guys, myeloma of kidney. "19-year-old man present with macroscopic hematuria that has been present for last 3 days. He reports having a sore throat for the last week. On further questioning, he reveals that a similar episode occurs 2 years ago, but is spontaneously resolved. His dip is stick positive for blood and protein. Urine microscopy demonstrates red cell cast. On blood test, sodium 136, potassium 4.8, urea 9.2, creatinine 170. What is the most likely finding on renal biopsy? On renal biopsy, we see mesangial cell proliferation. Yes. 42-year-old woman returns to the transplant clinic for review of 3 months after her renal transplant. She is taking cyclosporin based regimen. Preclinic measured 350, upper limit normal 300, creatinine deteriorates to 25 from 137 post transplant. Which of the following best describe the mechanism of cyclosporin toxicity? It mainly causes renal ischemia. Okay. 50-year-old woman presents to the clinic with lower limb edema. She has no significant past medical history apart from hypertension, which is currently managed with indapamide. Examination BMI 27, blood pressure 150 by 90, bilateral pitting edema. Investigation hemoglobin 12.3, WCC 8.1, platelets 232, sodium 141, potassium 4.4. creatinine 122, albumin 24, urinary protein 3.5, renal biopsy concerns membranous nephropathy. Which of the following is the commonest cause for membranous nephropathy? That is idiopathic. Membranous nephropathy causes idiopathic. Okay. 63-year-old man sustained a myocardial infarct. Echocardiography showed poor left ventricular function, and he was started on printopril, furosemide in addition to aspirin and simvastatin. His serum creatinine on admission to the coronary care unit was 134. He was seen in follow-up 2 weeks post-discharge, and he had felt unwell. His pulse was 88, sinus rhythm, blood pressure 142. Routine blood test shows serum creatinine 451, so potassium 5.9. Likely cause deteriorating renal function is. So guys, what is the cause of decreasing renal function? It is renal artery stenosis. Yes. 32-year-old woman presents with an erythematous rash and fever, which has paradoxically worsened after starting course of amoxicillin. For chest infections, she has increasing nausea and does not want to eat. Blood pressure 155 by 100, pulse 79, bilateral crackles on auscultation, her chest, hemoglobin 10.9, WCC 9.2, eosinophil 0.9, platelet 193, sodium 138, potassium 5.9, creatinine 239, urine blood 2 plus, protein 1 plus. Which of the following most likely diagnosis here? So this is due to acute interstitial nephritis. Okay. 65-year-old woman, non-renal impairment, admitted you in a ward EGFR according to Cockcroft-Gault equation 20 ml per minute. So this is fourth stage. First stage more than 90. Second stage 89 till 60. Third stage 59 till 30. Fourth stage 29 till 15, and less than 15 is the fifth stage. So this is 20, 29 and between 50. That's all. 19-year-old student complain of right loin pain when he goes out drinking a couple of pints of beer with his friends. The pain settles spontaneously but reoccurs on each occasion. Investigation reveals hemoglobin 14.3, urea 4.3, creatinine 9.3, liver function test normal. What is most likely cause of his symptom? It is mainly due to pelvic ureteric junction obstruction. 70-year-old man feels increasingly unwell. He tells you that over the past few weeks he has had worsening bony aches and lethargy. He has chronic renal failure related to diabetes. His blood reveals a mild anemia, raised creatinine 195, calcium 2.06, 1 plus of proteinuria. Which of the following is most likely diagnosis? So this is a case of secondary hyperparathyroidism. Okay. A 59-year-old man with a history of type 2 diabetes has undergone angioplasty and stenting for a very large anterior myocardial infarction. He initially appears to recover, but the nurses ask you to see him some 48 hours after admission, as his legs have deteriorated with levator reticularis and blue discoloration of his toes. BP 152 by 81, pulse 90, atrial fibrillation, hemoglobin 13.4, WCC 10.7, eosinophil 0.9, platelets 203, sodium 141, potassium 6.1, creatinine 285. Which of the following is most likely diagnosis? So here is a diagnosis of cholesterol embolus. Okay. 67-year-old type 2 diabetic is admitted with acute anterior myocardial infarct with 8 hours undergoes coronary angiography and angioplasty. His serum creatinine admission was 143. 2 days later, routine screening, it has risen to 231. Most likely cause deterioration renal function is due to contrast nephropathy. It is mainly due to contrast nephropathy. 42-year-old woman presents to the emergency room complaining of hemoptysis, fresh red blood, which she finds very distressing indeed. She has been visiting her GP over the last few months to discuss the possibility of plastic surgery because she has had problems with collapse of her nasal bridge. Over the past few days, he has begun to feel increasingly nauseous. On examination, BP 170 by 90, her pulse 88 regular. She looks short of breath. There are fine crackles on auscultation of the chest. Hemoglobin 10.2, WCC 11, platelets 178, sodium 139, potassium 5.9, creatinine 320, serum potassium 5.9. C ANSA positive, renal biopsy, crescentic glomerulonephritis. What is the following worst prognostic indicator? That is pulmonary hemorrhage. This is a case of Wegener's granulomatosis. Okay. 45-year-old man comes to the emergency department with severe tiredness, lethargy, nausea. He has seen his GP over the past year to ask for a referral for plastic surgery to his nose as he felt that the shape had changed significantly. Most recently, he has become short to breath even walking upstairs in his house, developed cough with hemoptysis, BP 165 by 92, bilateral inspiratory crackles, blood testing reveals mild anemia, raised creatinine of 240, raised ESR of 85, urine is positive to both blood and protein. Which of the following is likely diagnosis? This is a case of Wegener's granulomatosis. Nose involvement, upper respiratory tract, dyspnea, hemoptysis, lower respiratory tract, CRF, kidney involvement, Wegener's triad. 37-year-old man with chronic kidney disease seen in the A&E department with acute shortness breath. He has been on chronic ambulatory peritoneal dialysis for 2 years for the management and stage renal failure secondary to good pasture disease. His medication includes prindopril, cevilamar, alpha-calcidol. His chest X-ray shows pulmonary edema. What is the most likely management of this patient? So, in this case, peritoneal dialysis with icodextrin plus minus 4.5% glucose dialysate. Okay. 62-year-old man with history of smoking, hypertension, admission to the emergency department with central crushing chest pain, which is found to be an NST-MI, non-ST elevated MI, baseline creatinine 115. Which of the following shown impact on risk of contrast-induced nephropathy in this population? That is rosuvastatin. Okay. Now, last but not least, a 35-year-old man with type 1 diabetes come to the clinic for the review. He is managed with a basal bolus insulin regimen and his HbA1c during the past few years has been 8.5. He is currently taking Ramipril 10 mg daily, BP 110 by 70, hemoglobin 13.8, WCC 8.8, platelets 231, serum sodium 140, serum potassium 4.3, creatinine 138, urinary albumin is 300 tans per day. Which of the following is respect to his renal disease? So, he is increased risk of ischemic cardiovascular disease. So guys, I hope till here it's very much clear for you. If you have any queries, any question, you can ask me, and if you're new on my channel, please subscribe it, and if you like this video, put like on it. Thank you, good day, goodbye. These are nephrology clinical MCQs. I hope you like this. Thank you once again, goodbye.